Hello Primary 7, it's Mrs. Marsters. I hope you had a good weekend. Today I'm going to talk you through the maths that we have assigned for you for Monday the 25th of January. Today we're going to be looking at our Clic challenges on Big Maths. So you'll need your Big Math login and you'll need a pen and piece of paper. If you want to pause this now and run and get a pen and piece of paper, that's okay. So we are consolidating our knowledge of various maths concepts to help us improve our Clic challenge progress. So everybody today has a different challenge to do. And this is based on your Clic scores from last week. If you didn't manage to complete your Clic last week, that's okay. You'll still have questions that you need to work through. Okay? And if you were promoted last week to a new Clic, you might want to look through all of the questions, or you might want to look and identify the questions that you feel you might find a little bit tricky. Okay, so how are we going to do this today? We're going to log into our Big Maths. So most of you should all be familiar with how to log into Big Maths, and you should all have your passwords. If you don't have it to hand, please feel free to ask your teacher, Miss Faulkner, Mrs. Allen, or myself, and I will be more than happy to help you with that. So I want you to log on to Big Maths, and then there's a white box here where my arrow is. View the answers for your last challenges. And this gives you the answers for the past 6 weeks of SAFEs that you've been working on. So if you haven't completed last week, but you did the week before, you'll be able to work on the questions that you found tricky that week. Okay? You will still be able to do this challenge. Now, when you go into that box, this is what comes up. So this is a pupil that the Big Maths has made up. And we can see that they have along the top. So this is where you will find your Clic information. And there is a 1 and it goes up to 10. That stands for the question number. And underneath it, there's a green tick or a red cross. And that tells you whether you got the answer right or whether you got the answer, found the answer tricky last week. Okay? So what we're going to do is use our pen and piece of paper and write down the ones that we found tricky. So we would, in this case, look at question 4. Question 5 is okay. I know it's hidden by my arrow. Question 6, 7, 8, and 9. Question 10 was okay as well. But if you have a cross or a tick in question 10, you'll know that for yourself. You can then also see the answers that you put in last week. And then you can see the answers that the computer was expecting. If there's a little dash, it means that you might have skipped that question or left it blank and you didn't know the answer to it. Now the second box here is for your SAFEs. It might be handy to write down your SAFE questions that you're going to work on tomorrow so that you know ahead of time which ones you're going to look at. But that's what we're doing tomorrow and we're going to continue with today. Okay. I then want you to go into your team's assignment that your teacher has assigned to you. And in the resources section, you will find the Clic Learning from Home booklet. They are all assigned to each individual Clic level. What I then want you to do is use the mouse button and the scrolling arrows to find the questions that you need to work on a little bit more. So you will see when you get to that question, this is what pops up. It's a white screen with green question and then the I can statement. Okay. Then underneath that, there's a quick explanation on how to understand and complete your question. And then most of the time, there are repeat questions and real life questions. We would like you to work through these individually, and then you can submit your upload and submit your answers to your class teacher. Okay, so we would like to see which questions you were working on, how you worked on them, and if you did any answers to anything. Okay, if you need a little bit of extra help, For example, this question here, the I can statement is I can multiply whole numbers and decimals by 1,000. Now, this is something that we looked at in Primary 7 in week 1. So you could go back to week 1's video that you'll find on our YouTube channel, and you could watch that to revisit the learning to help you with that question as well. So I would answer the questions for that and then re-watch the video as well to help you. You might find that some of the other teachers in the school have made a video that will help you answer your question. So if you have a look on all of the Buckenhaven YouTube channels, you might find a video that will help you answer your question. And sometimes your teacher will have signposted you to a BBC Bite-Size link or a video, okay? So why are we doing this? So we're doing this to consolidate our learning of our Clic challenges and help us progress. The more we practice these questions we find tricky, just like we would in class, the more chance we have of success of completing our Clic challenges on Thursday. I'd just like to remind you that we do not complete our challenges until Thursday. And if you do complete it before then, that's okay, and it will still count towards your week score. But what we will do is we will reset them on Wednesday night so that you have the greatest chance for success in your Clic this week. If you have any questions at all, please contact your class teacher either in the Teams chat or by email, and we will more than help. Thank you very much and have a good